Hey guys, cup of fun, back from the cupboard.
And let's guess. Spacey Ghost.
We're joined by Spacey Ghost. He's here.
He's a friend.
And in the plasm. It's like in the flesh, but...
Yeah, in the plasma.
And we're going to talk about something very important today. Maybe the most important thing. Our favorite classes in Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D, D&D.
D&D. Okay.
So start with the least favorite, huh?
Yeah, so Ashlyn has her nice little notebook.
It's a party.
Dimitri has his nice college grade subject notebook.
My podcasting notebook, full of so much.
I have a note card, folded in half.
Mine's fancy.
So let's get into it. I'll start first. We'll just go on the line and we'll say it and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So my least favorite, I wrote this list backwards. My least favorite class in Dungeons and Dragons is Barbarian.
I also don't like Barbarian.
I also have Barbarian.
Oh, let's talk about why Barbarians are the worst. Sorry, Manny.
Sorry.
I don't like Barbarians because it's just like you get to hit stuff, and then you get more stuff to hit more stuff, and so on and so forth.
Like, I just think Barbarians are exactly the same as Fighter, but you get more angry, and that's it.
I think they're like the fighter, but less interesting. And if it wasn't for, I forget what it's called, the fighter archetype that has like commands, has like the superiority dice. If it wasn't for that, I almost put fighter at the bottom. Because I think it's boring, you just hit stuff. And
yeah. It's really good. I guess it's really good if you do like a lot of combat, but for a roleplay heavy game, they're there. They don't have anything significant.
They have their place, but it's just not a place I like to be in. Hey guys, let's hold on for 1 second. I'm pretty sure Manny's favorite class is Barbarian. Should we get him in here to defend his class? Let's go talk to Manny. Cut and grass. We're back, nerds.
Bye.
Did you bring a friend?
Hey, Manny had no comment. No comment about Barbarians.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, same.
He justified them, but he didn't want to make a video about it. So Barbarians, number 12. Let's move on. You guys ready for this?
Move on.
Yeah.
I wonder what this is going to be, guys. My second, number 11, Fighters.
Yeah, you kind of revealed that. Also fighter.
I actually put Paladin.
Interesting. Okay, let's talk about this. You're the odd duck out here.
I'm the ugly duckling.
You're the odd one out here. Let's talk about it.
Duckling, don't worry.
My middle name is James. No, I'm kidding. So the reason why I put down Paladin is because Paladin, so in a lot of the D&D games I've played, whenever I do either a cleric or a paladin, the rare instance I did once, the DM kind of never went into the religion aspect of anything. So it's okay, I'm just a fighter, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I could get that.
So that's why I put it as the second to last.
That's your DM's fault.
Well, yes, but it also makes me not want to really play a paladin, because it's I don't feel like being a fighter.
I'll give you my views on Paladin when we get to my Paladin.
Okay.
I think fighters are boring. I should preface this. I should have said this last one, but I don't think there's any bad classes.
Yeah.
There's just classes I like less than others.
Same.
And fighter just feels like white bread to me.
I think fighter is more interesting than given credit, because you can still do a lot of stuff with a fighter.
It's very versatile.
Things. It's very versatile, but also it's more hitting things.
They get a lot of attacks. If you're using the feat variant, they get a lot of either ability score increases or feats. You do a lot of interesting things with a fighter. That being said, you have to work to make them the thing.
Yeah.
I just prefer other things.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
Yeah. But there we go, fighters. Moving on to the next one.
Fighter.
Next on our listicle, I put Rangers.
I also put Rangers.
I put wizard.
Oh.
Let's talk about your wizard. You're the odd ones out this time.
Yes.
Hey, James.
They're like the fighter of the magical classes. They're just kind of boring. You get what you get. And I think they're just a lot like fighters, except they're magic.
Interesting. Fair enough. Let's talk about Rangers. You want to go first or should I?
Sure. I'll go first. So my thing about Rangers is that, it's basically just a hybrid of druids and rogues. So it's why don't you just pick one? a lot of the things, like, when I think of making a druid character, it's like, well, I might as well just stick with a ranger, or I might as well just stick with a rogue. Like, there's no point to...
Yeah, I feel the same way. Ranger's just kind of the middle of everything. And in addition to that, they have this tendency to be this lone wolf in the woods by yourself character, which is horrible for role-playing. You know how hard it is as a DM to write a ranger who's a lone wolf who doesn't talk to anyone else into a group? How do you add that to a group dynamic?
I mean, all rangers are like that.
I know, but it's just the archetype they always fall to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like playing rangers like that, but...
Yeah, I just feel like Ranger's trying to do a lot of things at once, and it's just kind of... could be better in other places.
Yeah, that's like another thing. Like, whenever I try and make a ranger, my first thought is like, okay, well, they're just fucking off in the woods.
Fucking off in the woods.
Like, I can't really see a reason for them to join a group, so...
That being said, I also really like Rangers. Just throwing that out there. Awesome. Moving on in life. Number. Oh, this is backwards. Number 4, which is
Number.
Oh no, where did my
which
thing
is
go?
8.
8.
Okay.
Yes, 8.
That's how math works. I put monks.
I put bard.
I put paladin.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh,
This is the first time we disagree.
Yeah, we're all disagreeing here.
All right. Go ahead. Go first, Ashlyn. Talk about your bards.
No.
Your paladins.
Paladins.
I can pay attention.
I feel like paladins are similar to fighters. Where they're just kind of like the tanky person that's just there to take damage. And they do a little bit of healing, I guess, but like, I've never met an interesting paladin.
Dimitri, your bard talk?
Okay, so bards. Get this, people. In my opinion, bards are just like this weird gay meme class. Like,
I mean, so are you.
I mean, yeah, but like, whenever I see someone make a bard, I mean, you're the exception, I feel. But, like, no one ever seems to like take it very seriously.
There was kind of the silly characters.
Yeah, yeah.
I get
Not that silly characters are wrong, just like, I don't know.
Gotta make them interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
And also, looking at like the bard spell list, like, I'm not really that impressed by it. And then again, I'm not really a big fan of like supporty type characters that aren't healers.
No support from Dimitri.
That's
Fair enough. What did I say? I'm talking about monks. Monks are just... Monks start off slow and then they get places. But I've yet to see a monk actually get places.
Yeah, fair. That's a fair
Looking at all the characters in the options, in the subclasses, I feel like the monks just have the weakest subclasses, personally. They thrill me the least. In theory, they sound nice, but I don't like how they're kind of shoehorned into this monk monastery tradition, studying for part of their life.
I mean, that's why you gotta make them interesting.
You gotta make it interesting, but you gotta work for that class. Some classes are just interesting, and then a monk, it's like you have to work around. Why'd you leave your monastery? Okay, and all these things. How'd you end up there? And again, I like monks. I like everything. They're all great, but monks are not my favorite.
Alright.
Monks. Debunk the monk. Next, I put paladins.
I put warlock.
I also put warlock.
Personally speaking, as a warlock, I'm slightly offended.
You go first, sir.
I mean,
it's
I was
been-
your least favorite character, so I feel like you don't have room to talk here.
You were?
Yes. Ranger.
I was barbarian.
Oh, well, second least favorite?
Anyways, what did I say? Thank you for interrupting. Paladins. You guys kind of touched on this already?
Mhm.
I feel the same way about paladins as I do monks and about a few other classes. They're kind of railroaded. Like, okay, you are the holy warrior of this god. That immediately ties you to a god and ties you to like this oath of a paladin. And I think the book even says you have to be lawful, some form of lawful, unless you're a lawbreaker.
I mean,
I don't like being tied down like that, man. That being said, the reasons you don't like them, I like how they're like a fighter plus. Because they do all the things fighters do. But they also have this pizzazz. And I really like the paladin spell list. I enjoy paladin spells.
Yeah.
I'm sad that paladins hog all those spells for themselves. Talk about warlocks.
So I feel like warlocks are relatively complicated, especially if you're a newer player. That being said, them being complicated, also what makes them kind of interesting for me. Like, when you have a warlock, I feel like it's easy to build your backstory, but I'm not huge into spellcasters myself, and they're just the most complicated of the spellcasters, I feel.
I actually disagree. Like, at first it might seem complicated, but I think warlocks are pretty easy, like, to set up and everything. And also, like, I enjoy the dark aesthetic around warlocks and, like, how sort of diverse the, like, 3 different, like, sub-whatevers are.
Yeah.
But the thing that I don't like about warlocks is that how limited it is to, like, use your spells. Like, I think you get, like, I don't know specifics, but, like, so many spells, but then, like, only two slots you can use.
Yeah, but you can also refresh them after a short rest, though, unlike other spellcasters. But that being said, sometimes it's really hard to come across a short rest.
Exactly.
But I've been done that boss battle, we're gonna try to get out of here, but I'm out of spells, so...
Can't really be a spellcaster if I
I'll
don't have
just be in the
spells.
background.
Hey guys, sup? Gonna be here. Alright, you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Next on the list, number 15.
Hey.
See, I said 15, it was a joke.
Okay.
I'm guessing this is Ashlyn's favorite. Rogues. Rogues are my number wherever we're at right now.
Yeah. I put fighter.
Monk.
Oh man.
I didn't realize fighter made it this far up for you.
I have reasons.
Okay, rogues. Rogues just do a whole lot of stuff, man. It's hard being a character next to a rogue and existing when they're proficient in every skill. Kind of steal the show.
I don't think they're proficient in every skill.
A lot of
They get
skills.
proficiency in like 9 skills. Like proficiency and a half in 9 skills by the time they level up. And the players I tend to not like to play with tend to gravitate towards rogues. So they kind of ruined rogues for me. Not you guys. There's these min-maxy players who just want to steal everything from everyone and just bugger off and do whatever.
Yeah,
And
it's
I don't like
kinda
playing with those people.
the same way you view rangers, I think. It's kind of the same situation.
I think the players I played with would ruin classes for me. That being said, I've already said it, guys. Just rewind the video, you hear me say it again. Dimitri, talk about your thing.
Okay, so the reason why I put fighters and the reason why they're so up is because they are basically like the middleman. They're like how humans are with the races. Like, yeah, they're cool, and I enjoy like all of the different like sub stuff you can do, like great weapon fighting, and I love how diverse it is. But also, they're just kind of meh. Like, yeah, you're a fighter. You punch things.
Make a tunnel.
What?
Why?
Fighter tunnel. Okay, I'm sorry. Ashlyn, go ahead.
Monks. So I find monks interesting if you're able to stick with a monk past level 3. Before level 3, they're not very great. They're a little almost useless. Like, they can punch some things a little bit. They don't do very much damage. That being said, after level 3, they begin to make up for it very quickly. Like, they gain that speed, and they can move much quicker than all the other players. They can do more attacks than one, and they do all the damage a fighter can do, but with their fists. So, I mean, they do have kind of that role to be like, oh, you're from a monastery, but that just means you need to have a creative player. Like, you need to be creative to have a monk.
Good talk.
That's another reason why fighters is so up there for me, because any person on the street could be like, yes, I'll take this axe and I'll go defeat evil.
this
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, that was too much. Slow down. We're going to end the video there, but don't worry. There'll be a part 2 coming very soon, if not already. You'll see what our favorite classes are.
Let us know what you guys have. Where your favorite classes are. Let us know what your favorite classes are down in the comments below. Very curious to know.
If you like barbarians, let us know you exist.
Yeah, we need a bigger focus group for
Thanks for watching. Till next time, have a great life.
that. Bye-bye.